Hello, awesome first graders. This is Miss Donahue. I'm going to go over day 36 for your packet. This is a reminder that your teacher's office hours are from 9:15 to 10:15 in the morning and from 1:15 to 2:15 in the afternoon. So if you have any questions after watching this video, please make sure to use your teacher's office hours and they will be glad to help you. This is what it looks like in your packet. Again, just only pay attention to where it says day 36. Do not worry about this date right here. Okie dokie, so for math, the solve and share for this day, it says use exactly 10 pattern blocks to build a boat. Using what you know about tens, how many pattern blocks would you need to make 2 boats? Explain in your math journal. So the pattern blocks that you're going to be using to build the boat are the ones that you made from the day before. So they look like this. I believe you cut them out of your pocket and then you colored them. So again, you're going to make one boat using 10 pattern blocks. And then in your journal, you're going to tell us how many pattern blocks you would need in order to make 2 boats and tell us why. Don't forget to send your teacher a picture of the boats that you make with your pattern blocks. I know they would love to see your creations. Your next activity is to complete the exit ticket for day 36 on page 10. So this is a little snippet of what it looks like on your packet. You have 2 things to do in this exit ticket. The first says, use pattern blocks to build a tree. Draw a picture of the tree below in your journal. So what you're going to do is you're going to use your pattern blocks, obviously, to build your tree, and then you're going to draw a picture of your pattern blocks tree right here in this section. After you've done that, then you'll do the next activity. It says draw pattern block leaves and petals to finish the flower. So what I would do first is I would take out my pattern blocks and I would figure out what shape I would need in order to make my leaves, and then what shape I would need to make my petals, and then I would go and fill it in. Once you have finished both of these activities, you have your optional activity, which is to log into Dreambox or Edgenuity and continue working for about 15 minutes or so. All right, so for reading, you have the optional reading lesson for day 36. This is where the teacher will read you this text and ask these questions that are actually on your packet. So you can choose to either listen to the video or you can do it with your mom or dad, grandma, grandpa, aunt and uncle, anybody at home. So the first thing that you're going to do is to read or listen to the text, Helpful Birds, and that is on page 17. This is what it looks like. Once you've done that, then you're going to think and talk about all the ways that birds help us. And I want you to be using the text to find these ways. I know you guys, we've learned so much about birds, and off the top of our head, we can think of different ways. But I want you to see if you can find all the ways from the text right here of ways that birds can help us. Then you're going to talk about your opinion. Remember, your opinion again is what you think. What is the most important way that birds help us? So again, thinking back to the ways the text tells us, birds help us. What do you think is the most important way? All right, and then you're going to do the writing portion of the reading for this day. It says, based on the text, write to describe how birds help us. And this is going to be on page 17. So it has day 36 at the top. The first question says, how do birds help us? So in a complete sentence, you would say, birds help us blank. Again, you're using ways from the text. So you're going back into the text to finish this answer. Then your second question says, what do you think is the most important way that birds help us? So here's your sentence starter. I think the most important way birds help us is, and you're going to fill it in here. Again, this is what you think, it's your opinion. Then you're going to draw a picture of the most important way that birds help us. So your picture right here should match what you wrote right here. All right, so your word work for today, we are starting a new cycle. This is cycle 23. So this video right here, even though it says optional, it is a great source for you guys to listen and watch. The teacher does a fabulous job teaching the new skill that we are going to be working on. So once you've watched the video, you're going to do the color it activity. It says write the words from the cycle 23 word list. Use a colored pencil or marker to trace the letters that make long vowel sounds. So our 3 long vowel sounds this week are E-E, O-O, and Y. So remember how the E-E, when they're together, they say E, O-O says oo, and our Y can sometimes make an E sound. So here I have an example of what it could look like inside of your journal. I've got the words written out, and then I have traced over with my colored pencil the long vowel sounds that we're working on. You can find this word list on page 20 of your packet. All right, and then your social studies topic for today is you can't have it all. Wait, what do you mean you can't have it all? I wish that was possible. People's wants are unlimited, which means that people are constantly wanting something new. Just kind of how it goes. However, because resources are scarce, individuals can't have everything they want and must make choices. So for today's activity, I want you to think back to the book that we listened to yesterday. If you give a mouse a cookie, the mouse is first given a cookie. Then it wants a glass of milk. Then it wants a straw, and then a napkin, and then a mirror, and then a nail, and then scissors, and so on. He always wants one thing more. Today, you'll make your own list. You'll start out by writing down one thing you really want. Then, what would you want after that? And then what next? And then after that, anything more? And then I want you to share your list with an adult. And then I want you to think about how would you prioritize your list, which means what would you really want first, next, last, that sort of thing. So you can even put your put numbers next to your list of how you would prioritize it. So here I have an example, and I made mine like kind of like a sequence, like a circle sequence. So I started out by, I really want a new pair of sneakers. Well, once I get that new pair of sneakers, then I'm really gonna want a new workout outfit to match it. And then once I get a new workout outfit, I'm really gonna want to work out and be outside and get fit. So then I want a Fitbit to track my workouts. How many steps did I take? How many calories did I burn? And then if I'm working out, I'm going to want something to listen to music to. So I'm going to need headphones so that when I'm working out, I can get really pumped up listening to music. So this kind of goes in, an order of once you get one thing you want, then you want something else. So your work that you guys do on your paper can look like this, or you can just list it out on your paper, whatever you choose. All right, and then once you have finished your day 36 activities, you can choose a fun special area activity to do as well. Don't forget to take a picture of your work and send it to your teacher once you are finished so that they can give you feedback. and put it in your portfolios. If you have any questions after this video, remember to use your teacher's office hours. I hope everybody has a fabulous day completing day 36 activities.